visit our client today, Kanu. As you are aware, we were there on Thursday last week with our partner from US, his legal representative from US, Fein, and we were unable to see him last week Thursday. They told us that someone who's supposed to receive us was a special assignment, and such we can't see him. So we left and very disappointed. And today we went back today because the Mondays and Thursdays are visiting days. So we went back today and unfortunately his friend was not allowed to visit him. I was only permitted to see him. So, but I insisted on knowing the reason why he was denied access to him today. They were kind of vague in their reasons. They told me that first of all, there was a directive from the top that he cannot be allowed access. There was an approval for him to join me in the visit. Two, that on further inquiries, they told me that he is coming from a foreign jurisdiction as such. The order of the court that allows lawyers to see him does not extend to cover him. So as such, they can't be part of the team. So that's actually what I took home from what they told me. I saw him, and unfortunately, he was not aware that we were there on Thursday because he expected to see us on Thursday in line with the guideline of the court. But he did see us. He was not aware that we came in the first place. We saw him. He's stable. He's failing convictions. And we discussed other engagements regarding the legal undertakings and also things we have to do. So, but Bruce Fein is here is going to also address you people on his experience in Nigeria before leaving, and also his next line of action, and also how he feels about the entire thing that happened today. We believe something must have led to it. And we believe that there was victory at the end of the day, because I believe something is going on somewhere. And I cannot be far from now to the out. So let Mr. Tiffany can talk a word about your experience in Nigeria, how you were denied access today to see a client you came all the way from the US to see, and also what you think is going forward.
Yes, well, thank you for that introduction. Let me first pay my respects from the United States to the Nigerian people, who I think all deserve a rule of law and opportunity to develop their faculties and pursue their ambitions. That's a fundamental human right, and Nigerians, like all other peoples, enjoy those rights. And I just want to voice my gratitude that we have people in this room and otherwise who are risking a lot in order to achieve that element of human dignity. Based upon today's meeting that Ejiofor had with Kanu, I am his international lawyer and international spokesperson. And I will be pursuing all international diplomatic and political platforms to see that justice is done, that fundamental norms of law are complied with. Among other institutions I plan to visit, there's an international working group on arbitrary detention that sits in Geneva. It's an arm of the United Nations Human Rights Council. There's the International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court, that entertains accusations of crimes against humanity, violating the Genocide Convention. There's also the United Nations Security Council, which you may recall has established separate courts in instances where it's thought necessary because domestic courts are insufficient to prosecute cases of genocide or crimes against humanity. Most the special court established to try Serbian leader Slobodan Milosevic for genocide, amongst other Serbs, relating to the Serbian War. We will also be approaching the United States Congress, which obviously has an interest in Nigeria. It's the most populous and perhaps the wealthiest country potentially in all of Africa. And it will be of major concern of the Congress of the United States that there be stable rule of law here, democracy can flourish, and that religious tolerance is accepted. You know that recently it was recommended that Nigeria be placed on the highest tier of concern by the International Commission on International Religious Freedom because of the seeming persecution of those of Christian affiliation, which includes a large majority of Biafrans. So we intend to pursue all of these legitimate platforms in the international community to make it clear that anything that transpires regarding the Nnamdi Kanu case will be fully in the sunshine. It will not be clouded. As an example of the concerns that have been raised in the proceedings so far, there are at least 4 violations of international law that are apparent. First, Nnamdi Kanu's kidnapping is a violation of international law. His torture before returning to Nigeria is a violation of international law. His extraordinary rendition, that is taken from Kenya to Nigeria without any hearing, is a violation of international law. Denying him access to his counsel is a violation of international law. These principles are called, in legal terminology, jus cogens. That means they're principles of law that apply everywhere. No state can renounce them because they're so universally recognized as fundamental to civilization. So that's why this case has raised grave concerns under international standards. And I think the international community would be seriously grieved if these weren't remedied, which is why I will be approaching them, again, with the full backing, the echo chamber, if you will, of Nnamdi Kanu. I am optimistic that he will be released soon.
Thank you so much.
That's essential, and I believe Nigeria will come to understand that to be in compliance with international law of the most fundamental sort is a lot better for all the Nigerians, including the government of Nigeria, than being a scofflaw. So that's a summary of where we are. I'm leaving tomorrow back to the United States, and the agenda will be pursued there.
Thank you.
Can you tell us the state of the health of your clients today? How, when you met with him at the facilities, what is the state of his health and his general well-being?
No, I was not able to see him. Maybe we came late when I started there. When I was talking, they didn't allow him to come in. They didn't clear him according to what I said. They told me there was a directive, there was an approval for our request for him to see him. So, but usually before the visit,